There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beaches is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. One of the biggest misconceptions about this Josh Heupel offense is that they're pass happy. All they do is go out there and throw the football around, but that is not quite the case. If you look at numbers from the 2022 season, Tennessee came in 26th nationally, putting up almost 200 yards per game on the ground. But one of the biggest questions is, can Tennessee land an elite running back, an elite level? I'm talking high quality running back. Now, some of you guys want to talk about some of the guys that have been recruited in the class of 22, the class of 23. And I've said it before, anybody that puts on the power T, I am a fan of that player. And Tennessee's got some pretty good running backs right now coming back for 2023 with Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, Dylan Sampson. Everybody's waiting on Dylan Sampson to kind of have that breakout moment. But can Josh Heupel, can Jerry Mack recruit an elite level running back, one of the top ranked running backs in the class of 24, who was just on campus this past weekend for Junior Day? Jordan Marshall drops his top four. You can see there, breaking four-star running back. Jordan Marshall down to four schools: Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Tennessee. Jordan Marshall in the mix. I was going to drop this video tomorrow, actually. This is one of the ones I teased in the video this morning. If you missed that video, I encourage you to go back, check that out. Talking about a couple of prospects on the offensive line that I think Tennessee needs to make a priority. And I teased kind of dropping a video on the running backs. And Jordan Marshall is one of those running backs that Tennessee is very much in the mix for. And then it comes out today, the news breaks that he's down to four schools. Tennessee is one of those, and he makes a bold prediction. He makes a bold prediction in an article put out by Chad Simmons over at on3.com. We'll get into that prediction here in just a second, but as always, do me a favor, real quick. Hit that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy, helps the channel. I would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. You know, some of these people sit in their basement and they pretend to be media. That's not us. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. But let's take a look at this article. Again, from on3.com, Chad Simmons, 2024 four-star running back Jordan Marshall announces top four schools. Says four-star running back Jordan Marshall currently holds 29 offers, but he is ready to cut down his list. I revealed his top four schools on Thursday: Michigan, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. Here's a quote from Marshall. After we got back around and got to see all the schools again, I would say it's pretty tight. There's nobody really ahead of each other or behind. Looking to take his official visits in the spring and commit during the early summer around July the 4th is a potential time frame for his announcement. And look, again, that's something I talked about this morning in the video as well, about the offensive lineman, the way that the world of recruiting is changing. You know, yesterday, National Signing Day, and absolutely nothing going on for the University of Tennessee. Very little going on around the country, as a matter of fact. The early signing day, the early signing period has kind of changed everything. These kids want to take their official visits during the spring and then make that decision before they head into their senior season of high school football, and that's what Jordan Marshall wants to do as well. Here's another quote here. It says, I really do see myself committing to one of these four schools. There could be a crazy twist where there's some other colleges that reach out and I'd really give a shot, but I really have good connections and a lot of guys at these four programs. Says he's come a long way from when he received his first offer in the middle of his sophomore season. It was extended by Cincinnati, whose head coach, Luke Fickell, is now serving in the same position at Wisconsin. The four-star already knows multiple factors that will impact his decision: relationships, a family environment, a chance to compete for a national championship. Spoiler alert, we're going to get into that here in just a second. The bold prediction that Jordan Marshall makes about Nico Iamaleava and the University of Tennessee. Goes on to say those are the things that are important to him. He believes he can contribute at any of his finalists, no matter where the school is located. He knows that hard work and understanding the system will be key for that to happen. And I like a quote he makes about that. Two, we'll get into it in just a second. The quote goes on to say, I really think I have a chance to do something special at all of them. Location, it plays a factor because my mom means the world to me, and I want her to be able to be at every game. I know the coaching staff at all four of these would help my mom get there. Now he goes on to make some quotes about each of his top four schools. We'll get into that in just a second. But Jordan Marshall, as a prospect, according to the 247 Sports Composite, he is a 4-star, number 2 ranked player out of the state of Ohio, top 10 running back. The 247 Sports Composite has him ranked as the number 8 running back in the country, 5'10 and a half, 193 pounds. Been on campus a few times. He visited last summer. He visited again in September. And then, as I said, he was on campus just this past weekend for Junior Day. If you go to the on3.com recruiting prediction machine, they've got Ohio State at 25% with a slight edge over the Vols, coming in at 22.1%. The On3 consensus also has him as a 4-star prospect and the number 8 ranked running back in the country. But let's take a look at some of the quotes about each of his top 4 schools here in the article. It goes on to talk about Michigan. Just reminds me of the school I'm at now. Faith is a big part of the football program, and faith is a big part of my life, so that's really big to me. Coach Hart, that's my guy. We just understand each other. We get each other. It's a different type of bond, and then that school just speaks for itself. It's amazing academics. Talking about Ohio State, me and Coach Alford have grown so much. We're really, really close now, and we can talk about anything from music to sports to just life. He's a great guy, really wants the best for me. You can just tell how much they love me there. They're always reaching out and trying to get me to come there, which is really big for me in my recruitment. Wisconsin says the visit was really good. It was weird seeing Coach Fickle with the W on his chest, but it's really good. Our connection is out of this world. Me getting to meet the new running backs coach and offensive coordinator was really good. Just being around those guys and learning some more about the history of running backs at Wisconsin. They're on the verge of being really good. They haven't hit that spot. They haven't won a natty, so me just helping them get to that spot is very attractive. Let's take a look at what he said about the University of Tennessee. It says they're dominant. They're not scared. I love it. Man, Tennessee football is back. How good does it feel to have one of the top 10 running backs in the country talking about your football program, and he says they're dominant, they're not scared. He goes on to say what they did to Alabama, and just watching them over the season, they could be fighting for a national championship these next few years with Nico Iamaleava going there and a whole bunch of guys. You know, we talk about the Nico effect and the impact that Nico has on recruiting. And some people say, Boogie, there is no Nico effect. Well, I didn't see any change in recruiting because of Nico. You're wrong. You're crazy. And, you know, I've talked about it multiple times. It's not necessarily the guys coming in this season because Joe Milton's going to be the guy, but it's the guys coming in the class of 24, the guys that are going to be coming in the class of 25. They're looking at Nico as the future, and they're excited to come play football with the 5-star golden arm Nico Iamaleava. They could really be fighting for a national championship these next few years. He says Coach Heupel is doing a great job there. I love his laid-back personality. It's not always football with him. We can talk about different stuff, and then getting to know Coach Mack and the rest of the coaching staff a little more this past weekend was really good for me. The energy up there is just nuts, and I could really see myself being a part of it. Tennessee football is back. The energy, the atmosphere, they're nationally relevant. The win over Alabama, College game day being on campus. Tennessee is back, and these top recruits are taking notice. But I ask you again, can Tennessee, can Coach Heupel, can Coach Mack get an elite-level running back? An elite-level running back, guys. And I know, again, I'm excited. Every kid that commits to Tennessee, I'm excited about that kid's future. But it seems there are certain positions on this football team that maybe aren't necessarily a priority, or maybe there's something holding them up from committing. Something I liked about Jordan Marshall in his interview with VAWLS after visiting this past weekend. The quote from him says, "We talked some ball and about how I could be used there. They really see me fitting their scheme. I see myself fitting in the more we talk about it and the more I learn about it." And here's what the quote I like. It says, "I really did used to just think they were pass happy and things like that. And that's why I opened the video. Tennessee almost top 25 nationally at rushing yards per game at almost 200 yards. He says, the more I get to learn about it, I find something out new every single time. This is not a pass-happy offense. This is a balanced attack that starts with the run game. And it starts with adding somebody like a Jordan Marshall. Elite-level running backs will eat. They will eat in this offense. But I'm excited about Jordan Marshall dropping his top 4. We'll continue to keep you guys updated. But again, I wanted to drop another video. If you missed the one this morning, go back, give it a watch. Couple of big-time offensive line prospects that I think are crucial. They're crucial for this class of 24. So after you get done with this video, go back, check that one out as well. As always, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up, hit the comment section, all that good stuff, and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Appreciate all the support and everybody that tunes in each and every video. And thank you to the members of the channel. You guys keep the lights on around here. We appreciate the support. You can hit that join button down below for as little as 99 cents a month. You can become a member of the channel. You get custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis, a power T beside your name, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.